Hey there, hope you are doing great and welcome into this new employee onboarding and welcome to the WrightChat family. And together, you're going to see this word pull up here, and I mean together, we are going to maximize the success you have in your life, give you unbelievable life skills that can really propel your life forward, as well as your professional career. And when those two things are functioning, as we develop those two things with our team members, and we get you in a better place in life and watch you blossom with skill sets that you may or may not have today and improve those skill sets if you do have them, and watch your career thrive, guess who wins? Our customer and also their customers. You know, we have a unique situation here where we're not just responsible for taking care and exceeding customer expectations. We're also responsible for those things for their patients and their customers. So that's how our customers win. And the more, and I'm a big believer in this, you're going to learn this throughout this whole course and your journey as long as you're an employee here with WrightChat and move up the ranks, is the more we focus and develop our team's life skills, the more we focus and develop our team's professional career, and those two things are successful, man, oh man, does the thing that we obsess over the most win, and that's our customer, right? But so excited. Welcome in, man. This is an exciting moment for you. It's an exciting moment for us anytime we welcome a new employee into our family. A lot of cool things that we have going on. As I do this course today, this video today, we have some cool partnerships. Align Technology, the makers of Invisalign, you've probably heard of them. You've probably seen their commercials. We have a good partnership in place. Other big names in the industry, we have partnerships in place, and we are doing some really great things. But it's not about the money. It's not about how much we're making. It's not about the sale. It's about experiences for you as an employee, experiences for our customer and their customers, right? Our doctors and healthcare, their team members and their patients. That's what it's all about. And we're going to do some really cool things together. My name is Brian Wright. I'm the founder and CEO of New Patient Group and managing partner of WrightChat. We have just a ton of customers, as you see flashing up these names, all speakers on stage, big names in the industry trust us. And they trust us because we're obsessed over them, right? Again, we're not obsessed over the finite data and the sale. Just like I said, we're obsessed over our customer and the experiences they get, right? I'm a speaker for Invisalign. You've probably heard of them, right, on the commercials. So I'm also faculty for Invisalign. It's something I'm really proud of. It's not something they typically do, make a non-clinician faculty. But they made me faculty, and it's just really a tribute to really what we teach, these employee and customer experiences, and how if you use them properly, it'll take care of everything else that you really have no control over in a business, that finite data that you rarely will ever hear about as an employee here. We're very infinite-minded. We're going to teach you that in this course. We're going to teach you how to think differently, how to speak differently. We're going to change your whole world to benefit the customer. Also a speaker for OrthoFi, remote monitoring companies in the industry like dental monitoring and others. And the reason I bring up DM is part of, and it won't be in this course, but part of your journey with us is we're going to teach you as much as we can about the inside the doors environment, because there's such an impact that you can have by answering the phones like you're going to be doing, or handling pending treatment, or maybe another service we've implemented since I did this course. You have such an impact and a greater power over just that one thing. That thing dominoes in so many other areas. And by you being amazing at what you do, you have such an impact on the lives of other people. The doctors that you see popping up on the screen as an example, you can impact their lives in so many ways by being great at what you do, by being passionate at what you do, you know, holding yourself accountable, great things that can really help our customers. So I go all over the world. I'm a renowned expert and teach people all over the world and all businesses, the things that you see here on the screen, you know, how to develop your leadership team, and really also not just the leadership team that have the titles, but I want you to look at yourself as in a leadership role. We're going to talk a lot about that in this course. And again, teach you some things that either you may not have thought of before, maybe you already know, and it'll advance that forward, that mindset. But leadership is a trained skill set. It's an infinite journey. It's an ongoing journey on how to get better, to make sure the employee experiences are great, but also how to get better to make sure that the culture is set up to make everything successful. I teach that all over the world, and we're going to be teaching you those same things. Hospitality. Hospitality, a lot of people confuse hospitality for, yeah, we're nice, we don't need that. No, 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 no. Nice is one ingredient of a 1,000 ingredient recipe. We're going to be teaching you that partly in this course, but ongoing as an employee here with all kinds of different trainings. Yes, as it relates to the phones and other things you're going to be doing working for WrightChat, but also way beyond that, okay? Some advanced hospitality skill sets that we work on here. Sales fundamentals. Look, part of your job is being a great educator, right? And take orthodontics and dentistry for an example. As I do this course today, the data shows people are calling upwards of now 6 practices right before they make a decision. Now, they're likely scheduling at a few of those. So you've got to be unbelievable at hospitality, right? You've got to be unbelievable at sales, meaning you've got to educate why that practice you're answering for, why they're unique, why they're better, why they're more innovative, why their culture's better. All these things that you're going to learn in the phone course, you've got to be a great educator. And the only way you can be a great educator is understanding consumer psychology. We are going to put you through rigorous training around hundreds, really, of psychological terminologies. And the more you understand them, the more you'll know what to say, when to say, which is very important, how to say it, and why to say it. And those presentation skills and verbiage skills, these other 2 things, when you combine all of these, when I teach businesses, it helps them grow. And when you do it in a specific way, it helps them grow, but also reduces their chaos, right? A lot of businesses can grow, but they're nutso while they're doing it. My goal is I teach these all over the world to business owners, doctors, office managers, chefs, waiters, whatever it may be, right? And again, we do this as our niche in orthodontics and dentistry as it stands today, but that's always rapidly changing. But these can be applied to grow while reducing these at the same time. And these skill sets, I'm so excited to get to teach all of you. Right? You get to learn from someone that's trusted by businesses all over the world to teach them this thing. Well, I'm gonna bombard you, if you will, and we as a company are gonna bombard you with these in the best of ways, again, to give you those wonderful life skills and also give you the skill sets to just be awesome at your job and better the customer experience. Now, let's talk about what is covered in this onboarding course. What is all we're going to go through? Well, the first one is the vision. What do we believe? I'm going to talk about that. The next one that's going to follow is our mission. Both of those are very important to understand, and I'm going to talk more about this throughout the course. You'll see a screen pop over here in just a minute about this, but these are things that we are very passionate about. Our expectations of you are high, and these are things that you need to know, you need to memorize, you need to be passionate about them, okay? We want this to be a career for you. We want you to understand that we are obsessed with development of our people, right? That's a commitment we have that not a lot of companies have. Like there's a lot of hourly employees, a lot of people that will short-side themselves, and I'll talk about this in the course, meaning it's like, I need another $1 or $2 an hour as an example. So they'll look around and they'll take the job and they'll feel really good about it. But they completely are oblivious to the fact that they cost themselves all kinds of promotion opportunities, hundreds of thousands of dollars down the road, right? So you've got to be infinite and journey-minded, marathon-minded, not sprint-minded, right? Those are very 2 things that I'll talk about in this course, all right? Expectations are high for you to know this stuff. You will be tested on it. We will ask you randomly. I will ask you randomly, and I expect you to know them by heart. Core values, another thing. The culture that we have an employee and customer experience obsessed culture that I'll talk about. That means experience over product, experience over service. We will talk about that coming up. The relentless commitment to you, all right? The relentless commitment to your life and your career. If you want to work for a company that cares, if you want to work for a company that wants to better you, wants to see you promoted, wants to see you get into a quote-unquote leadership title. I say air quotes because everyone's a leader. You're going to learn that in this course and throughout your journey with the company. You have found the right company, right? We will develop you and you will get more out of your life and your career, and we love watching that happen. The relentless commitment to the customer we serve. Here's the reality. Without all these and the relentless commitment to you, there's no way we can have a commitment to the customer, right? It always starts with our culture. It starts with our employee experience. And that's why we take the time to do courses like this for you, right? Because this is a better onboarding experience for you. And if you forget, you can go back and learn, right? Way better than some manual book, right? So this is our commitment to you. And as that commitment develops, we offer a better customer experience and experience to their patients and their customer. Understanding the industry and the impact you have, I referenced that a little bit earlier. It's important for you to know the ins and outs of the customers we serve, right? It's important for you to know how many people are calling an orthodontic practice before they're likely to schedule, how many they're visiting, like what the ins and outs are inside, because you're going to have a greater understanding of just how much of a wonderful impact you can have on the whole business. It's not just about the phones or one area. You impact the whole business. And we're going to teach you and show you how we do that because it's pretty cool, all right? And you'll also be better on the phones, regardless of what your job role is. The more you're educated and the more you know the customer and the industry that you serve in, the better you're going to be for that customer. The infinite versus finite mindset. Here's the reality. 99% of businesses sit here. They're finite-minded. They cannot think beyond the papers. They cannot think beyond the data. They make all their decisions on the data. Well, you're going to find out that we believe businesses that are functioning at the highest levels put their employee and customer experiences ahead of their product. You're going to learn that. And when you do, and you are constantly using that as the way of making decisions, you become infinite-minded and you crush people, right? You may not win the sprint, but you will always win that marathon, that journey. So we're going to talk to you about that. Important your mindset is in the infinite game for sure. The growth versus fixed mindset. Look, if you're somebody that thinks talent is stagnant, if you're somebody that is just kind of cool with where you're at, if you think you're going to be handed things, right? There is no trophy for second place in this company, right? The best air quotes, the best man wins in this company, right? We expect and demand a lot, and that's because we care. Just like a great parent, they expect and demand a lot of their kids if they're good parents, right? We expect and demand a lot of our team because that's how you improve your life, it's how you improve your career, and it's how you offer an exceptionally awesome service to the customer and their customers. So we're going to dive into the difference between those two, and we need our employees sitting on this growth mindset side because it will do wonders for your life and your career. Lastly, this trust versus performance. We view leadership very, very different, and we need you to understand that regardless of the position you're hired for, you are a leader. You can be a leader, and we're going to develop you into one. And this course is going to have a lot of exercises that I'm going to go through with you at some point in your career here with WrightChat. And these are very, very important because we expect things from our team that a lot of companies don't, right? And we expect these things again because we want the customer to win. The other one, let the journey begin, right? That last module, we're going to get you started, and that's going to let you roll into our new patient phone call training course, our overall receptionist, advanced receptionist training course. Can't wait to dive into that. I'll be the coach for that one. And look, all of these things here, right in the beginning, don't expect you to know them all the way, but as you grow with the company, high expectations, okay? Need you to understand it. High expectations. If I call on you in a meeting and say, what's our vision? You better be able to answer it, right? If you want to promote yourself or get promoted in this company and thrive in your career, you need to take all of these seriously. You need to know them by heart. You need to have them as your Bible, per se, and you need to nail it. If one of these courses throughout here asks you to do an exercise, I need you to do it because you want to improve, not because I told you to do it, right? And as we go through these together, you're going to get more out of your life. Your career is going to grow, and our customer and our company is going to win, okay? It's awesome with this first introduction here. Now let's get started with the very first module, or I guess the second module, because this is the first module, but we'll see you back here shortly to talk about our vision.